Welcome back to Good Things Utah. That's prime rib. And if you have messed this up before, like I have, we are having a treat today.
Yes.
We have Austin Buhler here from Central Valley Cafe. So happy you're here. I was chatting with him before the segment and it said, Austin, it's an expensive piece of meat.
Yes, very.
And I have messed this up on Christmas.
Yeah, that's the worst
family.
thing you can do. The worst thing. You know,
I know.
You're all excited for this nice, beautiful roast dinner, and then all of a sudden you pull it out and you've overcooked it.
Well, I undercooked mine.
Okay.
Well, I thought I seared it on the outside, but then the middle was way too raw.
Well, I have the perfect tips for that.
I love it.
Perfect
Thank you so much.
So the best way, you know, if you get one that's completely defrosted from your butcher or your store, you might have one that has the bone on it.
Okay.
And so I've just taken this, and I've just taken a knife and I've just trimmed that bone off.
So
now,
you don't want to cook it with the bone?
I don't cook it with the bone. I don't see it. It adds if you want like some au jus and some beef flavor in the bottom. I don't use that just because this is a quicker roast and I don't have as many problems with temperature issues.
I want the fail-safe.
So, right, this is the fail-safe.
That's what I want. Okay.
So, and a lot of them will try to have you tie this up. Don't, because I just leave it just like this, throw it on the pan, but we're gonna season it up first, really, really good, okay?
I already think of the two things I messed up. I had the one with the bone and I tied it up.
Yep, so that's just, traditionally you can do that. It's not the most important part of it.
Okay.
So in here, what I do for my seasoning is I use my Buhler's Gourmet seasoning, and then I add some more salt.
So wait, you came up with the seasoning?
I do have an own seasoning.
This is your special.
Yes.
Okay.
And so then here there's my seasoned salt. There is more garlic. There's rosemary, sage, oregano, all these little smoked paprika, all this stuff. And you want to make sure you season it very, very generously. This looks like a ton. But you have
But we want to almost over-season, right?
You want to over-season because you have a huge chunk of meat that you're seasoning here. And you kind of see I'm just kind of taking it and rolling it.
You know what my mom says? When she says to over-season something, she said, now do it till you look like you've ruined it.
Right, exactly.
We've ruined this now.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
Now at this point, you're going to put it on a sheet pan or in your roasting pan. You're going to put it into a 500-degree oven, and that's for about 15 to 20 minutes. That's going to sear the outside, make it nice and colorful.
To make it brown like
Brown and nice and beautiful, set that crust. Then you're going to drop it to 275 degrees.
Okay.
And at that point, you're going to go for about 10 to 11 minutes per pound, depending on your size. This one right here took about an hour last night when we roasted it. And then I'm cooking it to rare because that way you can't overcook it.
True.
And so you want to pull this at about 128 because when you let this rest for 20 minutes after you pull it out, that's going to continue to cook. So if you pull it at the temperature you want it, it's going to overcook by the time you go to eat it.
And it's supposed to be served in a rare way, right?
And people, I'm not one that is like a chef that's just like, oh, you have to have your meat rare, you have to have this, then that. I like it however you want it to be. So when you cook it to this,
this is like fat right here. Do you want that on the top?
Yes, you want this on the top because that's going to render down.
And it goes down in and makes it more juicy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So when this is cooked, and you go to slice it, and you want it to be cooked more than rare for whatever, a person in your group or your family, have your pot of au jus to the side and have it on a low simmer and set the prime rib piece in the au jus and let that slowly cook in the au jus.
So then that person can have theirs.
So they can have theirs. You've not ruined your roast, and you can cook it. But that low au jus simmer is going to slowly bring it to their temperature without drying it out, without causing it to be tough, and they're going to enjoy it just as much as you're enjoying yours. That is the rare.
All right, so there's the au jus, and then what is this delightfulness?
So that over here, we serve it with a creamy horseradish sauce that I come up with. A lot of people that I make, A lot of them like to just use sour cream. I actually add a little bit of mayo into mine that adds that extra little kick to it.
Absolutely, Austin.
Seasonings, you can add any herbs you want. All of the recipes for my seasoning and the creamy horseradish I included with the recipe, as well as the instructions for how to do all of this.
That's so kind of you. So it's not, it's a special, but not a secret.
Yep, no, I didn't make this one a secret.
And you're gonna throw this one in the oven?
We're gonna throw this in the oven, and we're gonna eat it tonight after the show.
Jay, are you excited? I am. I mean, and then you cut it against the grain?
Yeah, you want to cut it against the grain, So on this one, you always have the roast is super, like the grain's always this way on a prime rib roast. So you would take it and you would slice it into your big old thick slices if you want, thinner slices.
What do you prefer? I mean, I guess it depends on your guest.
I like it thicker, but it just depends on your guest or how many you want to serve.
Nisha and I made London broil last night, and we were cutting it thinly against the grain, and it turned out so yummy.
Perfect.
All right, Austin, what's your website?
So my website is buhlersgourmet.com. You can also find me on Instagram at Chef Austin Buhler or Buhler's Gourmet. And right now, this week until December 9th, if you use Holiday 22 on the website, you get 20% off.
Austin, Nisha said you're a good teacher. You're a great,
Well,
great
thanks.
instructor.
Thanks.
Thank you. I
welcome.
may try to do prime rib this Christmas.
Would love to see it.
Because you just made it easy for me.
Yeah, super easy.
Thank you so. I can't wait to taste it.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Austin. Nisha.